Hello there, lovely people, and welcome to this new ASMR video. The mood in Germany. I cannot describe it. But it's not good. It's not good. Why could that be? Wait 1 second. We have light. Why could that be? Why could that be? I will tell you. The reason is there are elections in 5 days. In 5 days there will be elections, and Elon Musk is supporting like far-right parties. One far-right party. They're like the whole country is kind of split, and a lot of people do not know who they will vote for. I have a lot of views from America, and I thought it would be good to explain German elections in this video. I also, just as a side note, I wrote my exams in university, and I have passed all of them. Okay, now let's get to the elections. So in Germany, the system is really different, and I have American viewers that do not know how the system works. So I will explain it. Do not worry, I am here for you. So, how do the elections work? It's not that hard to understand. So basically, there is the Bundestag. The Bundestag. Wait. Okay. The Bundestag, and in the Bundestag, politicians sit around and discuss topics, and they vote for things, for laws to be passed or not to be passed. Okay. And to get into the Bundestag, you need to get 5% of the votes. At least 5% of the votes. Then you can sit in the Bundestag and vote for things, and pressure other parties to do something and whatever. So you need 5% of the votes. But there is an alternative. In Germany, there are 299, how do you say it? In German it's Wahlkreise. So just places in Germany, 299 places in Germany. And there are politicians trying to get votes from these 299 places. If you win if three politicians from your party win the vote, you also get into the Bundestag, and it doesn't matter like who won the free votes. You just get as many seats as your party got votes. As if you remember, we said 5%. You need 5% to get into the Bundestag, but if you don't, you still have some percentages. You have like 4%, and those 4% then determines how many seats you will get. If you do not have 5%, you do not get any seats, and if you do not get free direct mandat, we call it direct mandat. So if you do not win free elections in those 299 places, you do not get any seats in the Bundestag, and the voice of this party and the opinions of this party does not matter anymore, because they're non-important. So it's kind of important that good parties get into the Bundestag. And maybe I should talk about the parties that are in Germany. I will talk about the big ones, but I need water. I'm so sorry, I need water. Maybe you guys know Elon Musk's favorite party, and it's the AFD. So the AFD, I will try to stay normal. Wait, not normal, but I will try to stay normal, yeah, but neutral. I do not know if I can manage, but I will try. So the AFD, and you will always see this one word when you hear about the AFD. It's the far right AFD, and people say it's not a far right party. People say it's not a far right party, and a lot of people say it's a far right party. And the official, like, whatever it's called in English, Verfassungsschutz, they gathered some information about the AFD, and they said the AFD is extremist in some parts. Okay. So it's not that far off to say it's a far right party, and they actually have fascists in their group, kind of trying to stay neutral, but that is the whole thing. Well, they really want to throw out all the people that are not German in Germany, and one thing, 1/3 of Germany either came from another country, or their parents or their grandparents came from another country. So 1/3 of Germany is not ethnically German, if you want to call it that. And this party led to a bit of a meltdown in the country, and all of those 1/3 and the other 2/3 are seeing themselves more and more as not friends but enemies. This party led to these circumstances. We need to be careful with parties like these, and the AFD basically known for this, and also lower taxes for rich people. So yeah, that's basically it. There are also some, they're really conservative and they're right wing, so that's what we can say about the AFD. Then we have on the right we have CDU, the AFD. Then we have the CDU. Maybe you guys know Angela Merkel. Every time she gives a speech, she stays like this. And we call it in Germany we say it's the Merkel-Raute. We call it the Merkel-Raute, and a lot of people like her. A lot of people do not like her, but we'll talk about the CDU right now. The CDU is also a conservative party, center to right wing, and they also want to lower taxes for rich people. And also about the AFD and climate change, they say climate change is not man-made, so they do not want to do anything about climate change. But yeah, that's their point of view. CDU is similar, but the CDU is they're acknowledging that climate change is there and it's an issue, but they do not really know what to do with it. So CDU also lower taxes for rich people, this and that. Also AFD and CDU want to invest more in, how do you say it, in weapons. Can you call it weapons? But yeah, it's weapons. And the military, yeah, it's military. Bro, I haven't spoken English in months. So yeah, it's it's the alternative for Germany. CDU, it's Christian Democratic Party. And if you vote for the CDU, it's like kind of nothing changes. 16 years of Merkel, and it kind of nothing changed. I don't have much to say about the CDU because they don't offer much. It's not like that radical, but I don't know. Then we have the AFD, the CDU. Then we have the SPD, Social Democratic Party, Sozialdemokratische Partei. I think it's the Sozialdemokratische Partei Deutschlands. And what they want to do is it's hard to say because it's hard to say what they want to do because on the one hand they have a paper in which it says what they want to do, and on the other hand they have shown what they can do in 3 years. Like they've been in a coalition for 3 years. It's basically like lower taxes for poor people, for normal people, like most people. That's why I'm saying normal people. Normal working people, let's say it like that. And yeah, I wish that happened, but it kinda didn't, so I don't have lower taxes. But yeah, I feel like all the parties are kinda similar-ish. The CDU and the Social Democratic Party is a lot, like it's really different, but the Social Democratic Party wants to lower taxes, but it kinda didn't happen, and we're in an economic crisis right here because energy prices are so high and they didn't do anything against that. So yeah, I can't say a lot of things about that because if I start saying what's in their paper, you might think it's good, but they've been in a coalition and they had time to do things. I'm not saying the AFD CDU is my favorite party. I'm not saying these are good. I'm also not saying any of the parties that I've mentioned till this point is good. But yeah. And now we have the Greens. The Green Party, Die Grüne, it's called, Bündnis 90. And maybe you can understand it from the name. Green Party, it's not for climate change, it's against climate change. They want to do something against climate change. There have been a lot of controversies because they're also left party, so they want to lower taxes for the people not earning, for the people that are not broke my English, for the people that are getting very little money. And the controversy was basically they did things that benefit people that have more money. So if you bought a car, like right out of nowhere, like buy a car, bam, you get a bit of the money back if you bought an electrical vehicle. So it's like okay for climate change, but like how can poor people buy an electrical car if all of them are very expensive? Only cars of gasoline are really buyable for poor people. Like, how are you going to buy a $40,000 car, like Euro car, if you earn $20,000 a year? Where's the relation to that? But yeah, that's basically it. climate change is important, and now the Social Democratic Party is also against climate change. I think climate change is important, but I don't think it should be on the cost of the people's lives, I guess. Like, maybe invest in solutions instead of giving people 7,000 euros if they buy a new car. Isn't that like throwing away your old car to buy a new car? I don't think that's good for the environment. But yeah, so that's the Greens, and they're also very, 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 very left. Not very, very, very left, but liberal. Is that liberal? Do you say liberal? I guess it's liberal. They're also in English. There's not this type of gendering. However the fuck you say. You say you, and you don't say anyone else. If I say you, it could be male. If I say you, it could be female in German. That's really different. And in English you can say, okay, teachers, right? And in German you can say Lehrer, but that only means male teachers. So you would need to say teachers, so on male, and teachers for females. So you say Lehrer und LehrerInnen, and it kind of overcomplicates the language. I think it's complicated enough, but that's a big part of the manifesto, I guess. And yeah, that's a really big part actually. So, what do we have? We have the FDP. We have the FDP. Freie Demokratische Partei. Free Democratic Party. They're basically like a party for the rich, but they're also liberal. I don't think there's much more to say, but they kind of doomed the whole coalition, and they were planning to doom the coalition. That's why they went from 12% of the votes to 4%. Yeah. Okay, next party, unimportant. Bündnis Sarah Wagenknecht. Wait, maybe let's start with the left. Die Linke. Die Linke. It's a party, a very far left party. They basically want a form of socialism, and like think of all left things you can think of. Climate change, low taxes for poor people, high taxes for rich people. That's basically the left, and yeah, that's the left. They also made a big comeback because they had like 3% of the votes, and now they are like 7%. And remember, with 5% of the votes, you get into the Bundestag. So that's kind of important. So now let's get to Bündnis Sarah Wagenknecht. Bündnis is like, do you see this? Do you see what I'm doing? Like these people, they together make a Bündnis, okay? And the second thing was Bündnis Sarah Wagenknecht. It's a name. So Sarah Wagenknecht is a person that just made her own party, and she was formerly in the left party, and then she made her own party. The difference to the left party is that, first of all, climate change shouldn't be on the cost of people's lives. So no, we have taxes for CO2 in Germany. If you emit CO2, you have to pay taxes. At this point, I'm wondering why I'm breathing, because I'm emitting CO2. I'm scared that I will be taxed soon. But yeah, and she's against that and things like these. She's also against illegal migration. So, how do I say it? It's not like the AFD, but she wants to stop migration for people that come from safe countries. If someone comes from Syria and there's a war in Syria, you take them in Germany. Why? Because it's humanitarian, right? You don't send someone back to Syria where they get bombed. But if someone comes from a safe country, yeah, he doesn't get into Germany. And the big problem is that Germany pays a lot of money for people that come in, because it's not. I'm not blaming people that come in. It's the problem that these people, they do not get educated in Germany. If you do not give them courses for speaking German, if you do not teach them German, if you do not integrate them into society, it's a lose situation, because you have these people that get undermined, like where are their rights, and then you have people that see people and they cannot speak German to them. Like, you know, how am I supposed to say, okay, you can work for me, you can work in my company, but he doesn't speak German. Like, teach this guy German if he comes in. Bloody say. And yeah, that's basically Bundeswehrknecht. She's also a big supporter of peace. So peace, we want peace in Ukraine, in Palestine, and Israel. So yeah, that was all of the major parties in Germany. Explain from my point of view, as I have perceived them. That was it, ladies and gentlemen. And I hope things turn out well for me and for everyone, and also for you. By the way, in Germany, a lot of people are laughing at Trump. A lot of people think Trump is really stupid. How's the situation in America? I really want to know. I can't just go to America, you know. Please tell me. Please tell me. Because here, people make fun of Trump, of the way he, like, is. And I really want to know. Please tell me. Please tell me. Please. Leave comments. Please tell me. I really want to know if you guys like Trump, if you guys hate Trump, if you guys love him. Like, there are a lot of people that love him, and there are a lot of people that hate him. So, is there an in-between, or is there